Did you know that some footballers don't just train their legs, they train their brains too? While most of us struggle to finish homework, these guys were playing big matches and studying for real degrees at the same time. So here are 7 footballers who are probably more educated than you. Let's begin. At number 7, Fikayo Tomori. You know him as the fast, calm defender who can recover in a sprint and still make the tackle look easy. But here's the part most people don't know. Tomori didn't only work on his game, he also worked on his education. He completed a business management degree through the Open University in the UK, finishing in July 2021, before he went to AC Milan. That means training, travel, matches, recovery, and then still finding time to study like a normal student. And that's not a small thing, because football life is loud and busy. Your body is tired. Your week changes all the time. One day you're in the gym, next day you're on a plane, then you're in a hotel, and you still have to show up mentally, read, learn, and pass. That takes real discipline. The best part is, business management fits a footballer's life more than you think. It teaches planning, teamwork, and making smart decisions under pressure. That's basically what a defender does every match. You're reading danger, organizing people, and fixing problems before they explode. Tomori does that on the pitch, and he proved he can do it off the pitch too. So if you thought he was only quick with his feet, nope. He's also someone who can handle 2 hard jobs at once, and if number 7 is already doing that, the next names get even crazier. Coming up at number 6, Simon Mignolet. Mignolet studied political science at KU Leuven in Belgium, getting his degree in 2012 while he was still playing for Sunderland. That means he spent time learning how people make choices, how systems work, and how problems get solved when there's pressure from every side. And honestly, that sounds a lot like being a goalkeeper. You're always reading what people will do next. You're watching body shape, the run, the angle, the little clues, and you have to stay steady while everyone else panics. What makes this extra impressive is that football is not a normal job. Your schedule is weird. You train in the morning, you recover, you travel, you play at night, and sometimes you do it all again 3 days later. Most people would say, no chance, I'm too tired. But he kept going and finished real study while still being a pro. So when you see him waiting, watching, and then saving a shot at the last second, remember this, that focus is trained, not just on the pitch, in the classroom too. Quick pause. If you're enjoying this list so far, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next Goal 90 video. Let's continue, since the next guy on this list took studying to a whole new level. Number 5, Kaoru Mitoma. Here's what makes Mitoma different from the usual gifted dribbler story. He didn't only learn dribbling by playing, he studied it. Mitoma went to the University of Tsukuba in Japan and completed a 4-year physical education degree in 2020, right before he turned fully professional, and he even wrote a thesis about dribbling. Think about that. Most players practice dribbling on the training ground. Mitoma did that too, but he also broke it down like a science project. What makes a defender bite? When do you push the ball? How do you use your body to hide your next move? How do you create space in 1 second? And that explains why his dribbles look so clean. He's not just fast, he's smart with timing. He waits for the exact moment the defender shifts weight. Then he goes. It's like he's reading a page the defender can't see. So when Mitoma takes on 2 players and still escapes, it's not magic. It's skill plus understanding. He learned the moves, then learned the reasons behind the moves. And coming up at number 4, we've got a player who didn't stop at 1 degree. He doubled up. Juan Mata. He's always had that calm, smart style on the pitch. He doesn't look rushed, he doesn't spam skills, he just finds the right pass, the right touch, the right moment. And off the pitch, he's also built different. Because Mata didn't just get 1 degree, he went and got 2. First, he studied sports science at the Universidad Politécnica de Madrid in Spain, which is all about how the body works, training, recovery, injury prevention, performance. That's huge for a footballer because your body is your job. Knowing how it works helps you take care of it. It also helps you understand why coaches ask for certain drills and why recovery matters after a tough match. But then Mata also studied marketing Universidad Camilo José Cela, also in Spain, and that's a totally different world. Marketing is about understanding people, what they like, what they trust, how they choose, and how you communicate clearly. That's not just useful for business, it's also useful for leadership, teamwork, and even handling pressure in public, because footballers live in front of cameras all the time. So when you look at Mata's career, the education fits. He's the kind of player who thinks ahead. He's the guy who wants options, not just play until you can't, but build a life that keeps going after football. And if 2 degrees sounds wild, the next player is about to hit you with a subject that feels like it belongs in a government office, not a dressing room. The first of our top 3, Yuto Nagatomo. He's the type of player who keeps running like the matches on fast forward. He's been around top football for a long time, and that kind of career doesn't happen by luck. it takes habits, it takes focus, and it helps if you're the kind of person who likes to learn. Nagatomo pursued political economy at Meiji University in Japan, and he graduated in 2007. And don't worry, you don't need to be a genius to understand why that's impressive. Political economy is basically the study of how money, rules, and power shape the world. It's about how countries make choices, how systems work, and why some decisions help people while others cause problems. That's a big subject. It's not the type of thing you cram the night before. Now think about how footballers live. Different countries, different cultures, different languages, different rules, pressure, media, fans, contracts. Having that kind of education can help you understand the world around you instead of just reacting to it. It also shows he's not only thinking about the next game, he's thinking bigger. And here's the key point. To finish a degree like that while also training as a pro, you need real self-control. You need to plan your time. You need to stay sharp even when your body is tired. That's a rare combo. But we're not done, because number 2 is a defender who always looked like a professor on the pitch. And yes, he went and got a master's. Next up, Giorgio Chiellini. Even if you only watched him a few times, you can tell what kind of player he was. Loud leader, tough defender, always talking, pointing, organizing. He didn't just defend, he ran the back line like a teacher running a class, and that matches his education. Chiellini studied at the University of Turin in Italy. He completed his bachelor's degree in economics and commerce in 2010, then earned a master's degree in business administration in 2017. Now, picture Chiellini in a match. A striker is trying to fool him, a winger is trying to sneak behind, the midfield loses the ball, and he still stays calm, communicates, and makes the right call in 1 second. That's business thinking too. You manage risk, you read patterns, you fix problems before they turn into goals. And he did this while living a packed football schedule. Games, travel, recovery, media. Still got the masters. That's serious discipline. Finally, we're at number 1. The guy who didn't just lead a team, he built a whole second career plan while still playing. Our top of the list, Vincent Kompany. If you watched him at his peak, you know the image. Captain, leader, calm voice in big moments. The guy who could shut down attacks, then score a huge goal and act like it was normal. But the education part is what puts him at the top of this list. Kompany graduated with an MBA from Alliance Manchester Business School in June 2018 while he was still the Manchester City captain. That's the kind of degree people get when they want to lead companies, manage big projects, and make serious decisions. It's not a quick online badge, it's heavy work. Reading, writing, group projects, deadlines, exams. Now add the football life on top. Training every day, big matches, pressure, injuries, travel, and still studying at a high level. That's not just being smart, that's having extreme discipline. And when you look at Kompany's path after playing, it makes sense. He always looked like someone who was thinking ahead. Not only how do we win this game, but also what do I build next? So yeah, Kompany isn't just a football brain, he's a real world brain too. Next time someone says footballers are just athletes, remember this list. If you enjoyed it, hit subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching, and click the next video on your screen right now. See you there.